Hopefully this is streaming. Make sure there it says it's live. Cool. I am using my laptop microphone. I'm not putting it in my headphones to try to get better sound quality, so hopefully you guys hear me okay. I'm tired. I'm real tired. And I'm probably dropping frames left and right. So we'll give it a minute. I feel like anytime I talk, it starts dropping frames. Stupid. I wish I could get onto their Wi-Fi. I put in the password thing, and then as soon as it goes to say, usually it sends you to a link to their agree thing. That doesn't pop up. It says unsecured or some crap or other, and it wants some security things. So, yeah. So I'm tethered to my phone. My phone's on 5G, and my phone did not get a vaccination. So I don't know why it's dropping frames. Maybe it's because it's through OBS and not through YouTube. And I forgot how to do it actually through YouTube because I'm so used to OBS now. Let's see, how bad is this? Wow, that is really bad, huh? That's terrible. So yeah, I'm tired. I did about 14 hours of driving yesterday. Because I was on the road at, I think, 9:30, and I got to the hotel about, I want to say, 11:30 last night. I actually hit the road yesterday at 9 a.m. and got there at about 11:30. So maybe 14 hours of driving. Today was Denver, and I'm currently in Idaho. So Denver, Colorado, and I'm in Idaho right now. And I wanted to be in the heart of the mountains to see the mountains. Oh, I was in the heart of the damn mountains. The route I had picked quite literally had me on back roads to the point where I'd say 80% of my journey today, I did not have cell service. There was zero cell service. So flat earthers, if you think that GPS is through antennas or towers, my phone had GPS because I was still able to travel using the GPS on my phone. And I had GPS in my car, but the GPS in my car is really outdated. So the GPS still worked on my phone, but I had no cell service. So how does GPS work if it's off of antennas? Anyways, these back roads were so sketchy. Where I was driving, like if a rock would have fell off one of the mountains and crushed my car, no one would know. Like, especially one part. I mean, there were some people that travel along there. But yeah, southern Idaho, no one would have, like, there maybe 2-3 hours would pass before it would have been found out if a rock had crushed me falling off a mountain. But I went from Denver and I started heading north from Rifle, Colorado. So I went through Breckenridge, which is really pretty. So the thumbnail to the stream was a photo I took in Breckenridge, Colorado. Um, and while I was in Colorado, I made sure to stop and get plenty of provisions for myself. Wink, wink. So that's going to help me to sleep tonight. And and then I started to go, which is Colorado's weird. So suburban areas, masks, right? And then you get into Trump country, zero masks, like none to be seen anywhere. And one of the roads I took is so back roads that after I left the town, then there's a sign that says nothing for 120 miles. So like, no rest stops, no towns, uh, no gas stations, no nothing. Now, luckily, my car obviously gets really good gas mileage, and I looked at my gas gauge, and I think I had like 2/3 of a tank. So I was more than fine to go the 120 miles. Um, and the GPS didn't tell me that the last 30 miles of my journey um, on one section was unpaved road. And I was pissed when I got to it. However, that unpaved road was probably one of the most beautiful treks that I have taken. Um, and it was an area where I was finally able to get the drone up in the air, and I got some good drone footage there. Otherwise, all day yesterday, 35 plus mile per hour gust winds. I don't know what that is in kilometers. You guys will have to figure that out. I'm not doing math right now. Um, 35 plus mile per hour gusts yesterday during my whole drive to Denver. Um, a good portion of it was crosswind, but it killed my gas mileage. Today it was 35 plus gust mile per hour winds. So the first 100 miles maybe was crosswinds, and then it was kind of pushing me the rest of the way, or kind of like backside. So my gas mileage was pretty good for doing mountains and everything else like that. I think I averaged 47 miles per gallon, even with doing the going up the mountains, and obviously you're coming down, so you're coasting most of it. And when my car, when I'm going downhill, the engine shuts off, nothing's running. So I'm literally just coasting with nothing on other than the battery keeping the car going. And today started off. I woke up, it was 55 out, so I wore jeans and a t-shirt. Half hour in, it got up to 70. Another half hour after that, got up to 83. And then once I started going north, I switched to shorts. And then an hour and a half after I started going north, the temp dropped down to 60. Again, that's freedom units. I'm not converting to Celsius right now. I'm not doing math. And at one point it got down to 43. And so, yeah, I threw my pants on, stopped over on the side of the road, and just stripped right there and put pants on and whatnot. I hope I got quite a few photos. A lot of video that I have is going to be dash cam video, where I put my GoPro on the dash, and I'll probably just time lapse it and then slow down kind of like the really pretty spots or something like that. I think my max altitude at one point from the GPS in my car, I think I was over 2 miles up on one of the roads, and the mountains were still higher than that. So what is that like? I think it was somewhere like 10,500 feet or something. I can't think. I might change my journey tomorrow. Originally, okay, let me read what you guys are saying. Well, it's human and gross. Uh, okay, a little warning. YouTube not receiving enough to remain open widget. I don't want it. Consider turning down video settings or faster encoding. What? I'm not gonna deal with this. Screw that. As long as you guys can hear me, I'm good. Where am I reading? Humid there. Keeping some cash on you and fill up if you're the gas if you get between 100 and 150 miles to empty. Oh, well, I mean, yeah, I had like some cash on me, but my car usually 11 gallons can get me about 400 miles, typically 400 plus miles. And when I turned on that 120 mile to nothing road, I think I was only at like 100 or 120 miles as it was, or 80 miles or something like that. So I was good to go. Got into Wyoming, and that was beautiful. Again, it's all gonna be dash cam stuff or GoPro stuff that I'll probably time lapse. I got some on my DJI Pocket where I got out and I did some video stuff. Like I said, twice I got the drone up today when I was in like valley area where the wind was kind of blocking it. I can't stream my phone because I do not have 1,000 subscribers, so I cannot mobile stream, unfortunately. And let's see, I'm losing my train of thought. Quite a few like little storms throughout the day as well. I missed most of them. I got like drizzled on a little bit. So no, not fisheye lens. Because my GoPro, you can change it from linear to wide to super wide, and I have it on linear, so it's not like that super weird distorted thing. But I did a really cool droning where it like goes up and then it creates like this little globe thing, so it looks like I'm standing on a little globe. That kind of turned out cool. My trip tomorrow is going to be really long too, but I'm going to shorten it down. I wish I would have researched a little bit better, like the hotels, because there was a town I passed in Wyoming that was 60 miles out of the Grand Teton area. And my plan was to go through the Tetons up into Yellowstone National Park. But where the Grand Tetons are, it's a town called Jackson, and hotels were expensive there, which I understand because it's a big, huge mountain village area, and the homes there are insane. There's like a huge home, like quite literally almost on a cliff. How they get there, I don't know. And if I would have stayed at the town 60 miles south of Jackson, I would have had a quicker drive from there into Yellowstone. But when I was looking for hotels, I went west, and on the map it looks closer than what the town was south of it, but road-wise it's further. And so if I were to, because one of my stops is going to be Old Faithful and Yellowstone National Park. If I were to go the route I originally planned by going through Jackson so I could go through Grand Teton National Park, to get to Yellowstone would take me like 2.5 hours to 3 hours. Whereas if I take a different route from where I'm at right now, it's only going to be 1.5 hours. So it's going to cut my time down significantly. So unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to go through the Grand Tetons tomorrow, which is fine because there's some other really pretty mountains, looks like, that I'll kind of be going by. So let me see here. Faithful directions from my location. Also, 2 hours and 24 minutes from where I'm at right now to get to Old Faithful. Whereas it would take like, I think I said, I had it wrong because I knew it would be an extra hour and 40. God damn it! No, I already forgot. So let's see, 2 hours 24 minutes. And how long does it take me to get to Jackson from where I'm at? Hour 45 minutes. And sorry, I'm like trying to figure all this out right now. Directions from Jackson. 2 hours 17 minutes. 217 plus 145, that's 4 hours. 4 hours to get to Old Faithful versus, what did I say, 2.5 hours. So yeah, I can cut an hour and a half tomorrow. Sorry, I'm babbling. I'm so tired right now. Today started woke up at 7:30, was on the road by 8:15. And I got into town at 10. So from 8:15 this morning until 10, I've been going. Yeah. Take a left at Albuquerque. Not Jackson Hole. I think it's just Jackson. By the Tetons. And hello, Microraptor. Hello, everybody, by the way. But yeah, I thought I'd update because, like I said, I was without cell service for like 80% of my trip today. And once cell service came on, there was some messages, just seeing how I was doing. I was going to kind of do a blackout thing during this whole trip where I wasn't going to be online at all. But I know some people wanted to make sure that I'm doing okay. So I figured I'd pop on, say hello, let you guys know what my plans are. So tomorrow I'll see some mountains, go into Yellowstone, see some geysers, see Old Faithful, see some scenic overlooks, maybe some mud volcanoes, being that was the only thing I saw last time I was there. And it'd be a good little like, oh, look, remember this type thing from back in the day with my dad. And then I head into Wyoming, and my destination is going to be Gillette, Wyoming. And so I can spend a good portion of the day at Yellowstone, because after I leave Yellowstone, I don't want to say that there's nothing cool to see, but there's definitely not as many places for me to stop. Like I could probably, if it's nice out and there's someplace decent outside of Yellowstone, I could probably put the drone up. But inside Yellowstone, I can't put the drone up, just because it's a national park, and that's a big no-no. And I want to see what route it's going to have me get to Gillette from Old Faithful. Oh, okay, perfect. It's going to have me take the route I was going to take anyways. Oh, why is there tolls? Why is there got to be tolls? Do I got to get cash for that? Or can I use, like, do they allow you to use debit card? Oh, hello, Chris. Hello and goodbye. Hope you're well. Glaciers up in Montana. I'm not going to go up into Montana, and the reason why is because I want to do the Black Hills in South Dakota. Really love the Black Hills, and I do have to be back by a certain time. You know, like I can't just leave the dogs for like, you know, a long time. But I want to spend. I'm going to go to Gillette, Wisconsin, or Wyoming, because then I'm going to go. So tomorrow's all Yellowstone, maybe some other stuff, and then the day after that is going to be Devil's Tower and just deep into the deep part of the Black Hills. There's a road that I remember as a real little kid taking that's super windy and has all these like little corkscrew sections of the road where you're driving forward, but then to get a higher elevation, you quite literally like do this clover leaf up. You kind of wrap back around and then go up over, and it's kind of cool. So I'm going to take that portion, and so that should be my shortest distance day as far as less miles. But I'll probably spend the most time doing that because going to Devil's Tower and then the Black Hills, like probably stopping a lot of places, getting photos and videos. Certain areas of the Black Hills, I think I can put the drone up. Other areas, I'm not so sure because I think a lot of it is state and national park. Devil's Tower, I can't put the drone up. It's a national park. But maybe outside of it, I can. So it sucks. The weather's been shitty to put drones up. It's been overly windy, or it's cloudy and rainy. Only a few sections where the winds get blocked by the canyons and the bluffs or something like that is it able to put it up. So the thing is, Yellowstone. It's got to be Yellowstone that's tolls or something, because no matter which route I take, going through Yellowstone, it says tolls. So I don't know if that just means it's, because it's a national park, you got to pay to get in or something like that. But I'm not sure. Let me see something. We're going to start from Cody. Start from... God damn it. Weekend Horror notification happened right when I was clicking. Cody, Wyoming. Yeah, it's Yellowstone. So then it's Yellowstone, because when I do a town right outside of Yellowstone going to Gillette, then there's no tolls. So it's got to be strictly a Yellowstone thing. Attach a GoPro to a kite. There you go. So yeah, it's probably the park entrance, which I'm more than fine, obviously paying for the park entrance because preserve wildlife. Which I don't know if I didn't get to watch the Swordsman because I had no cell service. I was thinking about watching it tonight, but I hope you guys talked about that glacier that broke off the Antarctic that was like bigger than the size of Rhode Island, because that's scary that big of a chunk broke off and is now an iceberg in the ocean. That just goes to show how warm our planet's getting. That big of a chunk broke off. And so, yeah, I have no issue trying to put money into helping preserve whatever with the national park. So, and yeah. Oh, mute. You guys did not. Jeez. This is a big, huge news thing. There's a couple big news things that happened while I was on the road. Anyways. Hello, Shane. It's weird to say that. But yeah, so that's the update with what's going on. I'm tired. I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to probably be up at 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning, be on the road. I got to look at the times that Old Faithful goes off, so that way I can kind of time trying to be there when it erupts. Because I don't want to have to sit around for an hour at Old Faithful trying to watch it go. We talked about waffle surf. Why am I not surprised? So yeah, that's what's going on. Antarctica is fake. Ice wall, NASA, cover up. No, see, the ice chunk fell off bigger than Rhode Island because they needed to send the armed penguins up to someplace for um, protection against all those fake Australians. Um, Anyways, I'm gonna probably head out because I need to eat. I need a shower. For some reason, I wasn't like it's not like I was standing in the sun all day, but I feel like my face is burnt, and I think it's just because um, of like being so overly tired. Uh, so yeah, I'm gonna probably go dark again for the next 2 days or so, and stay off my phone. But I figured I'd just let you guys have an update on my journeys. Being quite a few of you have messaged me and whatnot to see what was going on. Thank you guys for the messages on checking in on me. But yeah, I'm gonna probably do an online ban again and just kind of block everything on there. Not look at Discord, not look at YouTube, not really message anyone or anything else like that. So I will let you guys know when I'm back home, and I'll start uploading things, photos and videos. I'll try to edit stuff. A lot of driving video, a lot of videos driving. So that's all gonna be time lapse. But man, some of the shots I got while driving is absolutely stunning. Like for me, this journey was more so for me to just observe, and there's a lot of things I saw that isn't in photos, that's not on camera or video or nothing like that, and I'm okay with that because this was for me. This was for me to kind of have my mental health and sanity come back together and to think and with stuff that's going on at home and whatnot. So Slim, thank you for Slim Cyborg, if you're around, thank you for understanding that Biscuit could not make the stream this morning, and thank you to the Swordsman for understanding that I needed to step away and kind of just do my thing. Anyways, I'm gonna talk to you guys later. That was the